Hey, Dr. A here. It is fall semester week 2. So, this week you're going to be looking for a couple of different things. First of all, you're going to see your group assignments solidified, right? Whatever group you're in is probably going to be the one you're going to stay in throughout the semester, right? And I will be making sure to send out an announcement about that so that everybody knows that and knows what group they're in. And then shortly thereafter, we'll have our assignments for what you're going to be presenting with your group by the end of the semester. What are you doing with your groups during the semester, though? Like, what is there a physical thing that you're supposed to do that you're going to get assignments and points for? I would like to see every single group post every single week on the discussion board. One person, right, from each group can do this as long as they put down, right, this is my group, this is where we are, this is who I'm posting for, and I'd certainly like to see every group member throughout the semester like doing one of those postings right throughout the week. And so, for example, let's just say this week we're looking at Sartre, we're looking at some Kierkegaard, right? The Kierkegaard is still, right, kind of an optional thing, but it's certainly an interesting thing to do. So if you've had discussions with your groups about Kierkegaard and about his stages of life, right, those are going to be important. Those are going to show up eventually on a midterm type paper, right? They are important things for us to look at because they form the basis of sort of what we understand as sort of atheistic, non-theistic, right, existentialism today. But Sartre's discussion, right, in Existentialism as a Humanism also goes along with that, right? So you can wrap all that up into one thing. So what does it mean to post something like that, right? In your groups, right, you will have your own little group folder. You can post things on your own little group folder as discussion. That's perfectly fine. But I would like, right, throughout the semester, that even if you are talking with each other in those group forums, even if you are talking with each other in those individual groups, which is great, you should be doing this all the time. I'd love to be able to look at your group page and see that there's been a lot of discussion, or at least a discussion of, we're going to meet in person, all this stuff. But I do want to see every group post every single week to the actual discussion board, right? So this week there is a question about Sartre. That one is not going to be optional, right? That is an obligatory post. I do want your group to do that this week. So the groups that you are in as of right now, right, Monday morning, the 26th of August, as of right now, this is the thing that I'd like you to undertake, right? Look at your group members, if you've already contacted them, talk with them, right, and figure out what you want to say about existentialism is a humanism this week. That's going to be your goal. What does it mean? How is it graded? It will be participation, right? I will be posting a participation grade for everybody, it may. How is it going to show up? The way that we've done this in the past, when it was Canvas, the first time that we did this class, I wasn't thrilled with. I didn't like the metrics that I had put in, right, because it didn't give me a great idea of, and it didn't make me feel good about the way that I was sort of assigning points. So I'm still trying to work on that. Rest assured, if you put something there at some point during the semester, you will see that sort of grading metric pop up, right? It's still a learning process, right? Doing hybrid courses and figuring out how exactly we post grades and how we grade things that are not actually, yes, I've turned this in, I've sent you something physical, right? Having one person, right, be responsible every week for, putting up a group discussion. Is it enough for me to say, yes, everybody who's in the group is fine? It is, but it does mean that I have to, basically create, right, an assignment that not everybody's going to be clicking into. It's perfectly fine. We can do it. It's great. So, other concerns I know that people have addressed throughout over the weekend and into this week. How many assignments are there? Are they going to be weekly things? Is this, how do all these final things work? Let's just take it one step at a time, right? We're going to look at this week, look at our Kierkegaard, look at our Sartre, and then when we start looking at our literature, I believe next week when we start looking at Camus and the Plague, I'll have a better idea of exactly how many things I'm going to put up, how many points there are. The most important thing to be doing right now, though, is making sure you're reading everything, and making sure that you are participating, in this Canvas page, right? That is one of the things I do look at. Is I do look and see, have you been active, right, on the site? Are you, downloading the documents? Are you looking through the videos, right? Those are important things, right? If there is one really tricky part to this particular class and having an online only, asynchronous course, it is trying to make sure that I'm attributing your points to where they need to be, but also that you are actually, right, contributing so that, we're doing the work. So for this week, right, number one, make sure you've read the Kierkegaard, make sure you're reading the Sartre, make sure that you're communicating with your groups, and that you have a plan for who is posting and, answering the questions that are going to be necessary for this week. So, other than that, go ahead and, cycle through the videos. If you have any questions, let me know, right? Our specific, office hours that are really specific for this course, are, on the Tuesdays and Thursdays from 1 to 2, but I also have office hours, right, on Monday and on Friday from 11 to 1, and so, anytime that you need to chat, it's fine, we can do so. All right, good luck this week, and I will see you in the videos.